Now for most of 2024, I thought the best basketball sneaker easily belonged to Anthony Edwards with the Adidas AE1, but after putting this shoe that I'm about to review on feet, on court, playing in them for a few hours, I'm not quite sure anymore. I really am not. Nike Sabrina 2 United. Now this shoe officially dropped on August 1st for $130. It is the second signature shoe of New York Liberty WNBA player Sabrina Ionescu, and the Sabrina 1 was actually very well received as well. I never really got to review that shoe. It is still, in terms of just the looks, pretty similar to the Sabrina 1, obviously kind of Kobe inspired. First impressions of this colorway. You know, I love a good Team USA colorway. All red shoes I also love as well, like the Toro Bravos. It's so bold, but it's just nice. I just don't think it's too bold. Obviously, we're in Olympic season. She is on Team USA. I think this colorway is really, really good. And the more I look at it, the more I like the Sabrina 2s over the Sabrina 1s. At first, I wasn't too sure. I was pretty undecided. This colorway might have pushed me over the edge. Very nice looking shoe. And the upper of the shoe, it is almost entirely mesh. I personally don't love the look of mesh, but one good thing about mesh, very little break-in time, pretty much no break-in time, soft as can be, and you'll see the swoosh comes in like a vinyl material, and then you'll see around the swoosh very subtle patterns, and you'll also see embroidered patterns all over. Now on the medial side of the shoe specifically, you'll see the shattered glass pattern. That is meant to represent Sabrina shattering expectations, breaking glass ceilings. And the toe box area where you can see that pattern, I believe that is a tribute and reference to her Romanian heritage. And then on the booty of the shoe, I for Ionescu, of course, that is also meant to look like an upside down exclamation mark, represent her style of play. So even though this shoe has a few intricate details going on, it is still pretty subtle. It's not like in your face, doesn't look too messy. And moving up to the tongue, at the top, you'll see Sabrina's logo. The bit of synthetic leather on the tongue feels very, very cheap there. Don't expect anything premium for a shoe at this price point from Nike. And the Sabrina 2 also comes with an S-frame design that is wrapped around the upper, and it also has a band system that actually contains your midfoot. So really improves lockdown, and I'll get to sizing and comfort later, but here's a preview. I really couldn't find a flaw with the shoe. I really couldn't. Now the shoe does not come with any extra laces. I think if I had to choose another color, maybe white would look pretty good. Just really make this shoe pop, but all red shoe, can't really complain about it. I think it looks really nice. Yeah, one set of laces, no problem. And the Sabrina 2 comes with a Cushlon 3.0 midsole. This is the first Nike basketball shoe to feature Cushlon 3.0, but it's actually contained within a slightly firmer Cushlon carrier, and it just strikes such a good balance. It is responsive, it is springy, but it's not too soft. You don't want basketball sneakers to be too soft. It can be pretty bad for your knees. It is just very well cushioned. I love the cushioning on the shoe. It just is perfect for my knees at my age. It also features a zoom air unit on the forefoot, and just in case you're wondering, also has the words air zoom, and you'll see Sabrina's signature, and then super subtle at the heel. On one shoe it says anyone, on the other it says anywhere. That also existed on the Sabrina 1. So good, so good. Not super close to the ground, but still decent enough court feel that you're not like too far removed. And the rubber outsole of the shoe, it is what Nike calls an S traction. So pretty aggressive patterned hair, and on a decently maintained gym, which is where I played. It's not like the most cleanest gym ever, but it performed really well. Didn't really have to wipe my shoes at all. Didn't have any problems like stopping on a dime or anything like that. Traction on this is very good. No complaints there. I will say it's not like the stiffest and firmest rubber. So outdoors, the durability might not be that good, and you may get like larger rocks stuck in between the patterns of this traction. But indoors, no complaints at all. And one cool little design feature is this hollowed out swoosh. That negative space is actually an eye as well, obviously for Ionescu, just like the booty of the shoe. Now I have not managed to take the insole out of the shoe. It is glued very tightly, but just from touching it, from feeling it, nothing special, pretty generic Nike insole. But thank God for this cushion. Oh, it's good. Can't say enough good things about it. It is. Ooh, it is just so well balanced. I love it. In the box of the shoe, an all black box. I think this looks really cool with a signature and logo on the lid. Sabrina Ionescu on the side, logo signature on the side as well. There we go. Now in terms of sizing and comfort, I have wide and flat feet. For the shoe, I went true to size. It is woman sizing, but it does come in extended sizes, so men with larger feet won't have to miss out. And I will say, I think true to size is the way to go. This fit my feet perfectly. Just absolutely perfectly. Just wrapped around my foot so well. Lockdown was really good. Honestly, no heel slippage at all. One thing I do want to point out, the ankle area, the way it like cups your ankles, it kind of like grips onto your ankles. I just loved it. Absolutely loved it. Tongue is slightly on the thinner side, but honestly didn't dig into my ankles. No discomfort there at all. Comes up far enough as well, so I'm not feeling like the upper of the shoe ripping into my ankles. There is heel counter support as well as a midfoot plate. So overall rigidity, lockdown, comfort, it is all very well done, especially for a shoe in this price range. And for people that really love lightweight basketball sneakers, this is super lightweight. You can barely feel it on feet. But I think I tend to like slightly heavier basketball sneakers. A lot of people had a problem with the weight of the AE1s. I didn't really notice it that much. Again, it might just be a sign of the time when I started playing basketball where sneakers was slightly heavier. But this shoe, very light. One nitpick maybe is I would have liked to see carbon fiber in the midfoot area just to give that extra rigidity and support as well as durability without adding any weight. So maybe that's one improvement, but at $130, this just knocks it out of the park. It really does. Now usually I'll give a shoe a sole score, but that's usually for like casual, more retro shoes. For performance basketball shoes, I don't think the sole score metrics really make sense. But final verdict, if I had to decide, I might say it. Not in terms of how it looks, because the AE1s are just so special. But at least for performance, if I had to pick one shoe out of the two for basketball, specifically just for basketball, similar price range, I might actually take this. And that's saying a lot, because the AE1s I love. But this, get yourself a pair if you're sitting on the fence. It is worth it. Now I've said for a few years that Nike basketball is getting pretty boring, getting pretty stale. I haven't been too excited for any particular sneaker. But in 2024, with the release of the AE1s, and now this, the Sabrina 2s, which I wasn't really quite sure what to expect, never actually got to review the Sabrina 1s, but putting these on feet on court, what a pleasant surprise. Especially for $130 as well, this is golden. And I hope both Team USA, both the men and women, bring home the Olympic gold. See the horrible trash segue? Couldn't help it. So that's it. Thanks for watching. So inclined. Let me know what you think of the Sabrina 2 United. Like, subscribe, comment, all the good stuff. And remember, tomorrow may never come, so wear your shoes.